Hey, assalamu alaikum. Let's understand about the heat shock stress. Basically, the heat shock, it is the stress. So, in your cell, we will concern with the cell and how to basically adopt our cell. That is our important things. So basically, whenever the heat will insert in your cell, for example, during the hot weather. So when hot weather occurs, so our cell will face the hot weather. In this way, our cell get the more heat, and in this way, when our cell will get more heat, which that basically our cell will give the response against this heat, and in this way, our cell will give the response in the form of heat shock protein, and that heat shock protein will activate due to the hot weather. So you should don't use the air condition in the room, but live in the hot weather as much as possible for activate the certain type of gene which that against that hot weather. And in this way, certain type of gene like SIRT1 gene and other heat shock protein related gene activate to produce the heat shock protein, and this heat shock protein will protect our cell, and in this way our cell will face the next heat stress, and in this way our cell will adopt and not damage as compared to the first damage of the cell, and in this way our cell will damage to give response, and in this way they activate the certain type of genes and which then produce the heat shock protein. When produce the heat shock protein, our cell will adopt and more adaptive to face that next heat stress. In this way, whenever you will face the hot weather, so a lot of people in the Pakistan and India, basically in the Pakistan, I have seen with my own eyes, they are more and more older, but they live without even fan. Even some people live with a fan, but no air condition. So in this way, their health is more and more good as compared to the younger person, which that is living in the room with the air condition, because they are not activating the heat shock protein. In this way, they are not activating the heat shock protein. Their cell is less adaptive. Their cell will not face the heat of the next time, and whenever you will expose yourself, so in this way, if the heat is too much, so you can get the trauma due to the basically heat stress. So sudden heat stress is not good, but the chronically exposure in the hot weather, which that is healthy and beneficial. I am not saying you should not live in the air condition, but you should expose yourself, because this is important things. When you will expose yourself, your longevity gene activate your certain type of the gene which that produce the protein which that is against the heat shock, and that against the heat shock means your body will develop more, your sweat pore will be increased, your sweat gland will increase and will lead to progress, and more sweating will lead to basically emit the heat in the form of sweating. So in this way, your whole body will be basically maintained. In this way, that your hypothalamus work properly, not with a sequence wise, not only produce heat in the air conditioned room, but your basically regulation of your hypothalamus mean your brain will adopt and quickly regulate the hypothalamus to produce sweat for the cooling effect, while the increase the heat when the cold weather, and in this way the quick response will occur, and in this way your body will improve and your body will learn, and in this way you will face the next shock of the heat will lead to progress, and you can get the health benefit due to the heat shock protein, and in this way you can get the benefit through hot weather. I hope it makes sense about that. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. For this one, bye. Allah Hafiz.